Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi bubbies. Do you want to welcome back to my channel?
Oh, you're the bestest little boy. Yes, you are. My brain turns to goo when I pet him and I just say the stupidest stuff, but look at your face. Look at your face. Aw. I love you. I love you. With a little drumstick. Okay, I gotta film.
I get distracted. So, a couple weeks ago, I posted a video talking about the 10 eyeshadow palettes I would buy first if I happened to lose my entire collection. And I had a lot of fun overthinking it because I made the challenge to only pick palettes that were actually available to purchase at the time of filming. So, I thought, why not do it again with the entire makeup collection? So if I lost my whole makeup collection, not just eyeshadow palettes, what are the first 10 products overall I would buy to start my new collection? Yeah, so I once again, I had a lot of fun. Like, honestly, these like hypothetical questions and like tag kind of things and videos are so much fun for me to like go through and do. So if there are any other hypotheticals you want to see, let me know down below. But I have here the first 10 products that I would buy if I lost everything, and I confirmed that as of today of filming, which is, I'm filming it a little early, this is August 14th, so as of August 14th, 2022, I can buy all of these. Which this was a little, part of this was difficult, and part of this was pretty easy for me to actually go through and pick out, which is pretty interesting to me. So, you know what, let's just go ahead and get started. Speaking of, if you missed the first 10 eyeshadow palettes video, I'll throw it up in the cards if you want to watch that. So I will vaguely go in the order in which I would apply these on my face. Okay, so product number one. The number one product I would go out and buy if I lost everything, Dermacol makeup cover. This is literally the best makeup product I've ever owned, and I did a whole shorts video about it. I'll throw it up in the cards. But this is so affordable. It lasted me, the first bottle, this is my second tube of it. The first tube lasted me actual years, like 3 years I think, of using it before I totally used it up. And it's amazing. It's a full coverage concealer, it's a foundation, you can thin this out with a cream moisturizer and make it a tinted BB or CC cream. It's just like everything all in one. So this is the first thing I would buy. And I didn't include a primer here, so that's something I kind of excluded. I love primers, I use primers almost every day, but in this kind of scenario, if I was limited to 10 products, I kind of wouldn't want one of those 10 products to be a primer, because I can really do a lot more with my skincare to just prime my skin before using makeup. And I actually saw, I forgot who the YouTuber was, but a YouTuber mentioned that once they started wearing SPF every day, they stopped using a primer because it basically did the same thing, but it also had all the properties of an actual SPF. I've been getting a lot better at wearing SPF every day. I used to only wear SPF when I was like going outside for a long amount of time, and I'm turning 30 this year. I'm trying to be a little bit better about my actual skincare, so I'm getting into using an SPF every day no matter what. And I've noticed that there have been a few times where I put the SPF on and I forgot to put on a primer, and I noticed my makeup, depending on the SPF I used, was either looking a lot better or a lot worse for the day. So I think I could skirt around needing a primer if I just replaced it with my SPF for the purposes of this exercise. So the next product that I would pick up is actually my favorite, what is this, a BB cream? Yes, so this is a BB cream from Missha, and this is the Missha Signature Complete BB cream. So this one, and let me pull out the other bottle. So these are the main BB creams that Missha has. This is the Perfect Cover BB cream. This is the Signature Real Complete BB cream. I like this one just a little bit more because it just sits better on my skin, and it's not as scented as this one. And it's because I finally looked it up online and I read the product descriptions. This one's actually made for sensitive skin, and this one's not. So they're both great, but I do prefer this one just a little bit more. So if I was going to buy just 10 things, this would have to be one of them because I just love this so much. It sinks into my skin and looks like actual skin on my face, whether I set it with powder or not. I get compliments on this when I wear this from people who aren't into makeup. Like, it's amazing. So I would get this, and this is available for sale. I've seen this I've bought 2 of these at TJ Maxx, but this is also available on Amazon. And I forgot to mention it before, but this is still available now. I wear shade 210 in Dermacol, and I buy mine on Amazon. All right, next, I've been a little bit better at not having to powder every day, but still deep down, I like to set everything down with powder. So I picked a good affordable, like, bulletproof powder to pick, and that is from Maybelline. It's the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I love everything about this product. It's affordable. I have shade 5 because I am Casper right now. I should stop saying right now. I used to tan. You know what? I'll throw a picture up right here of what I looked like as a teenager, because going outside makes me tan and I just don't go outside anymore. That's the only difference, is I just don't leave the house anymore. That being said, I used to always say I'm pale right now because I used to tan in the summer when I would go out and do things, but I don't anymore. It's been like 3 years and I'm still this pale, and I'm probably just getting paler by the day. So I'm shade 5. That's what we're getting to. But I love everything about this product. So I love the shade range, I love how affordable it is, and I love the packaging on this. It's hard to find good powder packaging nowadays, especially in affordable products, but having it be square with the circle kind of inlet, it's so nice to like tap powder out and like do your thing here, but then it's so much cleaner to like put the powder back in from the cap. And then once you're done, you can kind of see it in the bottom. Yeah, you can see it right there. So you see that circle? So you can actually, when it's almost done and you can't get any more powder out, you can like take off this label and pop this circle out, and you can open it up and get all the product inside. Ingenious product design, and I'm here for it. I love it. Favorite loose powder, so I would go with this. I tend to bake my under eyes and then just set the rest of my face. And since I have this, I would kind of not also need to have a pressed powder. I do prefer to have a loose and a pressed powder when I do my everyday makeup. But for the purposes of this exercise, I'd be able to get by just fine with just a loose powder. And of course, this is still available for sale. I tend to pick mine up at Target. Though I've noticed my Target, it has the big Ulta section inside of it, but it's not really well stocked. I think there's only like 3 shades of this in stock when I went to go get it, and this was the last one of number 5 that was available. But typically you can find those at most drugstores, online, just about anywhere. Now next, I went back and forth about this next product, but it's so nostalgic for me, and I would want it back in my collection. And this is from Physicians Formula. This is the original Shimmer Brick. I believe this is the natural nude shade. And for me, this is just kind of like my all-in-one highlighter, but you can also use this as like a summery bronzer on the bottom if you're pale like me. They do have a different color version of this that I think is a little bit darker if you do have a deeper complexion, you're not Casper like myself. But I love using it. It's beautiful. It's from the drugstore, and it is one of the first products that I bought like after I got into makeup and after watching a bunch of YouTube reviews, so it is sentimental to me. So I would need this, and this is still available. I know I've seen this in my local CVS stores. I don't know if you can buy it online. I'm pretty sure I saw it on Amazon, but I don't know if they have it like through Ulta anymore. Okay, so next, I also went back and forth on this one because, to be frank, the version of this product that I would buy, I don't have right now. So far we've done like your base, your concealer, your powder, you got a little bit of highlighter going on. I would need, you know, contour palette. And you know, sad thing, I love face palettes. I just realized that the majority of the face palettes that I own were all limited edition and you can't buy them anymore. That is very sad. And I love face palettes. I love me a good face palette, and none of them I could find for sale again. But a formula that I love, that I would jump on, is from Profusion. Shocking. Like, they have an amazing contour powder formula that's actually comparable? Yes, comparable. I was gonna say comparable. You can say, I'm an editor, I should know this. It's comparable. It's comparable. Comparable to the Smashbox formula. So what I would really want to get is just the trio, because I know they sell it, or they used to sell it in just a trio. I think they sell like a palette with 6 pans where it's 3 of this and then 3 highlighters. I'll throw a picture up if I can find it for sale, but that's what I would want to get. Kind of a smaller version, but it gives me my highlight, my contour, my bronzer, and that's all that I would need, and maybe some extra highlighters thrown in there. But this one is just a little too clunky and big, but I kept this one because I wanted the extra highlights and I wanted these full pans, because I had the smaller version and I hit pan in the smaller version, so I decluttered that one and I just kept this one so I could keep the powders. For the purposes of this exercise, it looks all beat up because I use it a lot. They're really great quality and it's super affordable. I don't really like Profusion blushes. The highlighters are okay. The eyeshadows are not really worth it at all, but the bronzer and contours, I'm shocked at how much I love them. Amazing quality. I would definitely say pick it up if you can. And I did see this exact big palette available for sale still on their website and on Amazon. All right, so next, the next two products are for eyes that I would definitely need. My new go-to has been a white eyeliner. So I would pick up a white eyeliner. This is from NYX, and this is the NYX Epic Wear Liner Stick, just in the shade white. I love this formula. I have like 8 or 9 different colors in this exact formula because it's amazing. It's extra creamy, but it's a pencil, so you can use up this entire thing, and this thing is like less than $10. It's amazing. And it's so like vivid. Like, look at my waterline. It's so vivid and bright and beautiful. I literally, like, as soon as I used one of these, I was like, I need this in every color. Every single color that exists, I want this. The only downside is they don't make an orange. I really wanted an orange eyeliner, and the only good one that I saw on the Ulta website is from Urban Decay. It's like $20-something. Eventually I might get it because I've been really wanting an orange eyeliner for a while, like for my waterline, like a pencil kind of one. But they don't, NYX doesn't make one in this formula, so a little upset about that, but I would get this. And I would also get this, my favorite mascara. I knew I needed to have a mascara because it's one of my things. Even when I'm doing just the teeniest amount of makeup, I'm wearing mascara. And the best is $4.99. This is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. And it's just, you can't beat it. You can buy it on Amazon, you can buy it at Ulta. I tend to buy it at Ulta, like in bulk, like once a year. I just buy a bunch of them and keep them because they're great. So yes. This is product number 7. 7 of 10. All right, next I pared down and I chose 2 eyeshadow palettes. Yes, it was a little difficult. But again, thinking about this from the lens of if I lost everything and I'm starting from scratch, what is the like most dynamic, like varied products that are really good quality that are still available for sale right now. And the first one that I thought was the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Honestly, I freaking love this palette. It's got like a bunch of neutrals, it's got some greens, it's got some purples, it's got some pinks. It's got everything. Like, and it's just such an amazing palette. Like, I can't get over how much I love this palette. But I would definitely go out and buy this because I know that there are so many looks that I would be able to do on a daily basis, on a date night, on just like anything I could do with this palette. The only thing though that I cannot do with this palette is get a matte black. So this is pretty close. It's like a really dark purple that I can kind of sort of get away with using in my brows, but for my brows I would need a matte black, and that's where product number 9 comes in. This is the mini Xenon palette from Natasha Denona, and I would pick this up purely for the matte black so I could use it in my eyebrows. I use a black shadow in my brows every day, but also because I love these silvers. So I would have just about every kind of like neutral everyday look in here, and then I'd be able to do something like dark and smoky with these. So together, this would get me through at least a little bit without my entire eyeshadow collection. And last but not least, product number 10 I would buy. I cannot live without a setting spray. So I chose the Milani Make It Last. I used to use this as kind of a dupe for the MAC Fix Plus, and you know what? Now that I own several bottles of both, I find myself reaching for the Milani more. I like the bottle, I like the sprayer, I like the formula, I like the scent of this. It's, I don't know, it's like got this really signature, like fresh kind of scent that I just love. And I like it more than the other setting sprays that I've tried. And this is the most affordable one, and it's just great. I love this. So that is it for this video, and I just realized that my mic was not working. So I apologize if this video sounds worse than my other ones, but technical difficulties. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below if there's any other like thought experiment kind of videos you'd like to see from me, because I had a lot of fun with these. Thank you guys for watching, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Bye.